The Portland Trail Blazers have always had a type. If any team in the league loves the two-guard lineup more than the Lakers, it's them. And now they've doubled down in a way that feels almost like a dare. A backcourt of Morant and Damian Lillard isn't just a lineup, it's a statement. It's the kind of roster construction that makes you wonder if the front office has a specific kind of obsession. Because if you don't have a particular taste for chaos, this is one of the hardest things to imagine working. There's a logic to it on paper. The first generation of Portland's dual guards had some off-ball utility and mid-range nuance. But Morant and Lillard are both true point guards, ball-dominant creators who need the rock to be effective. Pair them together, and you're essentially running two primary shooters from the same position. It's unconventional. It's black tech. The theoretical advantage is clear. A wealth of on-ball resources that allows for seamless offensive continuity across all 48 minutes. With Clint Capella and Yang Hansen as the big men, Portland can field a competitive pick-and-roll combination at all times. That continuity requires Yang to translate his processing ability into actual NBA production. But the blueprint exists. But from the team's overall defense to the offensive logic of the starting and closing lineups, there are deep questions that are hard to ignore. Defensively, it's obvious. Lillard and Morant have consistently been among the worst defenders at the point guard position in their respective eras. We've seen enough case studies of how two non-defending guards can collapse an entire defensive system. Portland's front court has some versatility and length to compensate, but compared to last season's team, which made the playoffs on the strength of its defense, this is a significant downgrade. So how much does the offense actually improve? Portland's previous issues were poor spacing and guards who were either indecisive or too raw. Only Denis Avdija was reliable with the ball in his hands. Everyone else, including the new additions, was essentially shooting with a prayer. That led to chaotic offense and limited opportunities for the two big men. Lillard and Morant will certainly improve the offensive structure. They both have real playmaking ability, the team's turnover rate and rush shots should drop. But the real question is, once the structure returns, do they have enough spacing? Morant isn't a three-point specialist. With Jerami Grant and Lillard's shot selection, the Blazers will be smaller without significantly better spacing. Their ability to attack set defenses is average. Toumani Camara will still be a spacing liability, clogging the lanes that the two guards need to attack the rim. They can force some tough shots. But the resulting offense? It's going to feel clunky, stuttered, not smooth. Morant loves the pick and roll. We've also seen how disengaged he gets in Memphis when he doesn't have the keys to the offense. And given Lillard's history, Portland will likely give the primary pick and roll duties to the younger star. Lillard and Avdija will split the wings. Lillard's time with Giannis showed that his off-ball game is genuinely limited. Avdija prefers having the ball in his hands, attacking from the weak side. It's not impossible, but is it the best use of his talents? That's debatable. And then there's the deeper issue. Morant is a troubled star the league has grown weary of. Avdija is a rising all-star caliber forward who needs touches. Can Morant really claim the majority of Portland's pick-and-roll possessions based on reputation alone? If he can't, is he still the same player? This isn't a team that will transform overnight because of the double guard lineup. Portland has been the franchise that has experimented most with this configuration. They've paired Lillard with CJ McCollum, tried rugged, offensively limited forwards, optimized front court spacing, and even experimented with multiple initiators. They've never found that elusive balance between offense and defense. One lucky Western Conference Finals run aside, they've been a second-round ceiling team at best. Now, Lillard is older. The other guard's fit is even more questionable. The front court talent is better, but the overall chemistry and the true center of gravity for this rebuild are murky. In this context, the futures of Drew Holiday and Shadon Sharpe are uncertain. The only real silver lining? Yang Hansen might actually get the ball in a system that can deliver it to him consistently. Portland's pace won't drop much, and that's the league trend anyway. For a young big man, that's a relatively friendly opportunity. The multi-ball handler era has made it hard for many teams to find wings who can actually handle the rock. So the two-guard lineup is starting to spread like a contagion. More creators are discovering that sometimes the best way to solve a problem is to just add another point guard. Whether that's a solution or a symptom remains to be seen. But in Portland, they're betting the house on the idea that more ball handlers is always better, even if it means the defense is left to fend for itself.